It will be my pleasure today to guide you throughout the agenda. We have a very rich agenda. We have more than 70 speakers. We have participants from at least 30 different countries. So I hope this location will be of inspiration for all of us. My name is Monique Calisti. I'm from Martel Innovate, one of the organizers of this event. Today you will welcome on stage, and you also get to know the other colleagues that helped this event to happen, actually. I would like to give you a little bit of practical information that will be helpful during the first day's logistics management. But first of all, let me thank you a few people, a few key players here. First of all, many thanks to the European Commission for having funded this event and for having helped us organizing it. Thank you, Fabrizio. Thank you, Jesus. Then I would like to thank the Lazio region for patronage, as well as Roma municipality for the patronage, but also especially for having hosted us here in this magnificent location. You will realize also walking around, moving to other rooms, that we are really in a unique place. May this be of inspiration for our debates. Then I would like to thank a couple of other people that you will see around. First of all, Unidata for their technical support. There is a Wi-Fi network. If you want to have access, you need to be given an individual password. For security reasons, you need to provide your coordinates at the entrance. Another group that I would like to thank, I'm very excited and curious about the drawings that our friends from Open Hub will come up today. Thank you, Open Hub, for being here. So they will try to capture the essence, the most interesting aspects out of our discussions and debates. All together, I would like, and of course this comes as last but not as least, all of you. Many thanks for being here and for making this event a lively and active and successful 2 days digital social innovation fair. So I would like now to welcome on stage our host. I would like to start with Flavia Marzano, the Councillor for Innovation of the of the City of Rome. And then I would like to welcome on stage also Antonella Giulia Pizzaleo from Region Lazio. And I will give them the floor to introduce themselves and also to welcome us officially in Rome. Thank you.
Thank you, Monique. Good morning, everybody. First of all, let me say that I'm honored to bring you greetings from the Mayor of Rome, Virginia Raggi, who unfortunately can't manage to be with us today because of some other institutional commitments. I wish to thank organizers, European Commission, of this prestigious event for choosing Rome as location of Digital Social Innovation Fair. Thanks to important occasions like these, Rome is regaining the role it deserves in the international arena. Digital technologies are enabling us to find new solutions to deal with complex social challenges. For this reason, I welcome initiatives such as the Digital Social Innovation Fair, which possesses both human and instrumental skills to transform this potential into reality. For our administration, the active participation of the citizen is a strong priority. It is a central point of our guidelines, and it's a concrete commitment that we are implementing, as evidenced by recent initiatives such as what we call Roma Ascolta Roma, that means Rome listens to Rome, for participatory drafting of urban social plan, or collaboratory approach we adopted as my department called Roma Semplice, where I would say alderman, but I don't like that, so city councillor. Please invent something like alderwoman. Do not exist. This collaborative approach, we did it in designing and drafting a digital agenda of Rome. We want to guarantee rights, we want to guarantee inclusion, we want to ensure access to information. Technology can and must help us to develop projects capable of designing a sustainable society. Social dimension becomes a crucial element to create growth and cohesion in local communities. Rome, in this sense, can become a living laboratory where the active participation of citizens should play an essential role. So, thank you very much indeed for coming. Welcome to Rome and have a fruitful conference. Thank you. Before closing, I have to say something maybe not so funny, but I want to say anyway. In the first line, there is a save seat called Posto Occupato. I read it because it's easier. You understand why? It's a strong gesture dedicated to all women who have been victims of violence. Before they cruelly were killed by a husband, partner, lover, or complete stranger, they were able to sit in a seat, on a bus, on a train, in a theater, at school, in a subway, in society. We want to reserve this seat for them. So, in day-to-day, living they will not be ignored. Thank you. Sorry, I have to leave at 10 o'clock. I'm sorry about the day. It will be very busy, but I will be back. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for the invitation. I'm Antonella Giulia Pizzaleo, Head of Digital Agenda of Lazio Region. I'm very glad to be here. I'm speaking on behalf of the President of the Lazio Region, Mr. Nicola Zingaretti, who apologizes for not being here and thanks you for the opportunity to discuss such relevant topics for our communities and territories. As a regional public administration, we believe that the digital social innovation is the most interesting approach to improve the quality of life, promote the whole social and economic development, and protect our environment. In other words, to realize a good governance. Cooperation with citizens, university, private sector, and NGOs is the most effective way for public administration to fully play their role, enabling development, facilitating processes, and providing services. In this context, digital technologies connote our society, enabling social innovation, designing our daily life, and at last, shaping a new citizenship based on new rights and duties. So, what are we doing in the Lazio region? The Lazio region defined two relevant strategies related to digital social innovation: Smart Specialization Strategy, S3, and Digital Agenda. The S3 represents ex-ante conditionality for 2014 and 2020 EU program and has three priorities: innovation, innovation, research, internationalization. It's the result of a very important participation process. It was negotiated with all the local stakeholders, about 2,000, within the EU Partnership Agreement. The regional competitive clusters identified by S3 are aerospace and security, life sciences, smart communities for cultural heritage, creative industries and audiovisual, agri-food and smart grid, green economy, security. The S3 is based on the following issues: concentrate the resources on the most competitive productive areas, promote entrepreneurial talent, foster the international cooperation, support the enhancement of demand both on the institutional and domestic and international private markets. Within S3, we are currently realizing some measures. First one, program in support of reindustrialization. We launched a call for proposal and we received 173 project proposals involving more than 1,000 economic actors for 2.3 billion euros of potential investment. 24 of the proposals are about circular economy, in which the Lazio region leads an international working group within SCREEN, Synergic Circular Economy across European regions, the first European project approved on this issue. After the call for proposal, we launched call for funding in fields as Life 2020, sustainable mobility, smart and green buildings, aerospace and security, tourism and culture. Other calls will be launched soon. The total investment is 150 million. Second field, measures for internationalization. We are realizing measures for internationalization too, through multi-annual programs shared with territorial stakeholders for a total investment of 25 million until 2017. Third one, technological and cultural cluster. About this task, we have a total investment of 40 million euros, which will finance projects for the enhancement, protection of cultural heritage, light shows, cultural tourism. This is S3. The second relevant strategy is digital agenda. It's part of S3 strategy as an essential tool of regional innovation ecosystem. Digital agenda is composed of 5 thematic areas, each of them with many projects. Digital infrastructures, digital public administration, digital healthcare, smart communities, digital skills and citizenships, and a cross-area, internet governance and digital rights. The method followed for defining digital agenda strategy was the stakeholders' involvement by public consultation. The most relevant digital agenda aims are to remove digital divide, the realization of e-government and open government by the regional administration, to the delivery of innovative services for citizens, private sector and territory, the promotion of new citizenships and complex digital skills. Within these goals, we are currently focusing on some issues. Internet access that needs to be considered by the as rights. It's not only an economic matter, but also a democratic issue. It's the key factor to remove digital divide and to prevent the onset of new social gaps. The whole funding for the regional ultra broadband program is about 230 million. According to European and national ultra broadband strategy, next spring we'll start with the realization of the works to provide connectivity at 100 megabit per second for 85% of territory and at 30 megabit per second for the rest. The second focus of digital agenda is about healthcare digital services. In a few weeks, we are launching a healthcare web portal with new services for citizens and health operators. For example, electronic payments for health services, electronic health record, medical reports online, and so on. All services are SPID compliant. SPID is our national system of digital identity. Another focus is represented by open data. We launched our open data web portal 20 months ago, and now we are working to improve it. It represents a relevant way to increase public administration transparency and to give back to citizens and society data and complex information. The fourth focus is digital skills. The digital skills as well as the internet access are a precondition to realize digital citizenship. We need to improve digital skills, not only as technical competence, but also as the conscious use of internet and digital technology, both in public administration and civil society. In our regional administration, in order to achieve this goal, we created a community of practice about digital agenda, realized courses for about 3,000 public employees from different public administration of Lazio territory. Next initiatives will be launched for civil society to realize actions to reduce digital cultural divide and promote civic involvement. The inclusiveness that is the crucial element of social innovation must become the method of public administration government and applied not only to the monitoring phase, but to the entire cycle of public action, programming, execution, monitoring. But it's essential to define as best as possible the areas and the ways of intervention and interaction. Politics should always be clear in its responsibilities, accepting them and respecting them. So the greatest challenge that digital innovation represents for us is changing our behavior, our habits, our mindset. And this disruptive paradigm is once more necessary considering the political and trust crisis we are living in, and as well as the economical crisis and the related lack of resources. I would like to conclude with a sentence from Grace Murray Hopper, an innovative woman, American computer scientist, who, among other things, led the development of COBOL language and diffused the term bug. The most dangerous phrase in the language is "we have always done it this way." It's time for us to face and foster the change. Thank you for your attention.